Hi aspirants, welcome to a new lecture. In this lecture number 26, I will discuss the multiple choice questions, that is MCQ, on environment and sustainable development, which is relevant for UPSC Civil Services Prelims Examination 2021. Do tune in as we upload subsequent videos on various topics related to Prelims Examination 2021. For your kind information, UPSC Civil Services Prelims Examination has been rescheduled and will be held on 10th October 2021. All the multiple choice questions, that is MCQs, are displayed as slide text on a video. A brief explanation of the answer is provided for most of the multiple choice questions discussed in this video, which will help the aspirants prepare for Civil Services Prelims Examination 2021. Please watch this video till the end. In my lecture today, first I will discuss about environment and then sustainable development. What is environment? Environment is defined as the sum total of biotic and abiotic components that surrounds and influences an organism. Everything that surrounds an organism are collectively known as environment. The biotic and abiotic components of the environment interact with each other. Then what is abiotic component and what is biotic component? Abiotic components are soil, air and water. Biotic components are plant, human, animals and microorganisms. Now, in short, we will understand what is sustainable development. Sustainable development is the concept of development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Now let us move to the first question. Consider the following. The choices are: first, photosynthesis; second, respiration; third, decay of organic matter; fourth, volcanic action. Which of the above add carbon dioxide to the carbon cycle on Earth? A. 1 and 4, B. 2 and 3, C. 2, 3 and 4, D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This question has appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2011 and again it was repeated in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2014. The answer is C, that is 2, 3 and 4, that is respiration, decay of organic matter and volcanic action. A brief explanation. The decay of organic matter, volcanic action and respiration and burning of fossil fuel, etc. contributes carbon dioxide to the carbon cycle, whereas plants use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Thus, plants do not add carbon dioxide to the carbon cycle, whether they release oxygen and consume carbon dioxide. Now, the second question is, the National Green Tribunal Act 2010 was enacted in consonance with which of the following provisions of the Constitution of India? First, right to healthy environment constituted as a part of right to life under Article 21. Second, provision of grants for raising the level of administration in the scheduled areas for the welfare of scheduled tribes under Article 275(1). Third, powers and functions of Gram Sabha as mentioned under Article 243G. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A, 1 only; B, 2 and 3; C, 1 and 3; D, 1, 2 and 3. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2012. The answer is A, that is 1 only. That is right to a healthy environment constituted as a part of right to life under Article 21. A brief explanation of this answer. The National Green Tribunal was established on 18th October 2010 under the National Green Tribunal Act 2010 for effective and expeditious disposal of cases relating to environmental protection and conservation of forests to provide the right to healthy environment constitute as a part of the right to life under Article 21. Now let us move to question number 3. What is the Rio Plus 20 conference often mentioned in the news? A. It is the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. B. It is a ministerial meeting of the World Trade Organization. C. It is a conference of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. D. It is a conference of the member countries of the Convention on Biological Diversity. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2015. The answer is A, that is, it is the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. A brief explanation. Rio Plus 20 is the short name for the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. This conference took place in Brazil in June 2012 to mark the 20th anniversary of the 1992 United Nations Conference on Environment and Development in Rio and the 10th anniversary of the 2002 World Summit on Sustainable Development in June. Let us move to question number 4. Consider the following statements. First, the Sustainable Development Goals were first proposed in 1972 by a global think tank called the Club of Rome. Second, the Sustainable Development Goals have to be achieved by 2030. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. This question has appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2016. The answer is B. That is 2 only. That is, the Sustainable Development Goals have to be achieved by 2030. Now we move to question number 5. With reference to the Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture, in short it is GACSA, which of the following statement is or are correct? First, Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture is the outcome of the Climate Summit held in Paris in 2015. Second, membership of Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture does not create any binding obligation. Third, India was instrumental in the creation of Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 and 3 only. B. 2 only. C. 2 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2018. The answer is B. That is 2 only. That is, membership of Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture does not create any binding obligation. The brief answer, brief explanation. The concept of climate smart agriculture was originally developed by Food and Agriculture Organization in 2010 through the paper Climate Smart Agriculture Policies, Practices and Financing for Food Security and Mitigation. In 2014, an alliance was set up with this issue as a focal point, that is the Global Alliance for Climate Smart Agriculture. Statement 2 is correct because membership in the alliance does not create any binding obligations. Now let us move to question number 6. The Partnership for Action on Green Economy, in short PAGE, a UN mechanism to assist countries transition towards a greener and more inclusive economies, emerged at A. the Earth Summit on Sustainable Development in 2022, Johannesburg. B. the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development 2012, Rio de Janeiro. C. the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, Paris 2015. D. The World Sustainable Development Summit 2016, New Delhi. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2018. The answer is B. That is the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development 2012, Rio de Janeiro. In 2012, Rio Plus 20, the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development was held in Brazil. The conference outcome document entitled The Future We Want was a call to action for government, business and the UN alike to support countries interested in the transition to a green economy. Page was created as the UN direct response to this call of action. Now let us move to question number 7. With reference to Agenda 21, sometimes seen in the news, consider the following statements. First, it is a global action plan for sustainable development. Second, it originated in the World Summit on Sustainable Development held in Johannesburg in 2002. Which of the following statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, D. neither 1 nor 2. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2016. The answer is A. That it is a global action plan for sustainable development. Now let us move to question number 8. Concerning Global Environmental Facility, which of the following statements is or are correct? Repeating again. Concerning Global Environment Facility, which of the following statements is or are correct? A. It serves as the financial mechanism for Convention on Biological Diversity and United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. B. It undertakes scientific research on environmental issues at the global level. C. It is an agency under OECD to facilitate the transfer of technology and funds to underdeveloped countries with a specific aim to protect their environment. D. Both A and B. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2014. The answer is A. That is, it serves as the financial mechanism for Convention on Biological Diversity and United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The explanation here is the Global Environment Facility, in short GEF, was established on the eve of the 1992 Rio Earth Summit to help tackle our planet's most pressing environmental problems. It is a financial mechanism for 5 major international conventions. GEF support multi-stakeholder alliance to preserve threatened ecosystems on land and in the oceans, build clean cities, boost food security for a more prosperous, climate-resilient world. Let us move to question number 9. The Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee is constituted under the A. Food Safety and Standing Acts 2006, B. Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999, C. Environment Protection Act 1986, D. The Wildlife Protection Act 1972. This question has appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2015. The answer is C. That is Environment Protection Act 1986. A brief explanation of the answer. The Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee is constituted under the Environment Protection Act 1986 on 22nd July 2010. Genetic Engineering Approval Committee was renamed as Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee. It is the apex body constituted in the Ministry of Environment and Forests under rule for manufacture, use, import, export and storage of hazardous microorganisms and genetically engineered organisms or cells under the Environment Protection Act 1986. Now let us move to question number 10. As a result of their annual survey, the National Geographic Society and an international polling firm, GlobeScan, gave India top rank in Grindex 2009 score. What is this score? A. It is a measure of the efforts made by different countries in adopting technologies for reducing the carbon footprint. B. It is a measure of environmentally sustainable consumer behavior in different countries. C. It is an assessment of programs or schemes undertaken by different countries for improving the conservation of natural resources. D. It is an index showing the volume of carbon credits sold by different countries. This question has appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 2010. The answer is B. That is, it is a measure of environmentally sustainable consumer behavior in different countries. A brief explanation. The National Geographic conducted its inaugural Greendex survey in January 2008. The first Greendex survey of 14 countries around the world ranked average consumers in those countries according to the environmental sustainability of their behavior. Now let us move to the question number 11. Which one of the following is the best strategy for environmentally sustainable development in Indian agriculture? A. Expansion of cultivable land, increased use of superphosphates, urea and effective biocides. I'm just repeating. A. Expansion of cultivable land, increased use of superphosphates, urea and effective biocides. B. Wider population of high-yielding crop varieties, better aid, more frequent irrigation and increased frequency of aerial span of inorganic fertilizers and pesticides. C is mixed cropping, organic manure, nitrogen fixing plants and pest resistant crop varieties. D is improved farm elements and machinery, use of potent insecticides to minimize post-harvest grain losses, and monoculture cropping practice. This question appeared in Civil Services Prelims Examination 1993. Answer is C, that is mixed cropping, organic manure, nitrogen fixing plants and pest resistant crop varieties. A brief explanation. Mixed cropping, organic manures, nitrogen fixing plants and pest resistant crop varieties are the best strategy for environment friendly sustainable development in Indian agriculture. That is all for now. Before I sign off, do tune in for next videos and new topics. Please share this video with your friends and subscribe in large numbers. We request aspirants to enroll for Prelims Mains 2021 and 2022 at a very competitive price. We really appreciate your encouragement and constructive suggestions. Keep evolving. Thanks.